Hi children, how are you all? Yes, I can see you. You're very good. You're very active. Yes, for today's class. Okay, then shall we start today's class, children? Okay, okay. What did we learn in the last class? This will be my first question always. So you need to be ready for the class, knowing what you have learned in the last class. Okay. So what did we learn in the last class? You are all very good children of fourth class, right? So what was the topic in the last class? That I wanted to know. We learned about. We learned about. Yes. We learned about the golden goose. Yes. What happened in the story Golden Goose? We learned about beginning, middle, end. Yes. And also we talked about the key details of the story. Yes, I am right. We talked about the key details of the story. We also talked about the summary of the story. Yes. So we discussed so much about the Golden Goose. So I don't think you will forget that easily. The story, the Golden Goose. Yes. Okay. And today's topic is also going to be very interesting, children. Okay. So before that, we will just move back to our topic of Golden Goose and we will just think about the beginning, middle, and end of the story. Okay. The Golden Goose. Okay. What happened in the Golden Goose? In the beginning of the story, yes, there lived a woman with two daughters. Okay, there lived a woman with two daughters, and there lived also a golden goose. I think you can understand my language. So hope you try to understand, children. Then, so that was the beginning of the story. Then what happened in the middle of the story? Yes, in the middle of the story, the golden goose gave the feathers to the family to help them. But the woman became greedy. Yes, the woman became very greedy. And she tried to pluck all the feathers. Then what happened at the end of the story? Yes, they plucked all the feathers and the feathers turned into white color. Yes, is that the right thing? Yes. So the feathers turned into white color and there was no use at all. The golden goose flew away. This happened in the story, beginning, middle and end. So in the same way, we also made the story summarized. Yes. So like that only, we need to do for one another story, children. So let's get started and I'll be screen sharing you about the story. So let's concentrate on that story. Okay. Then the first picture. Yes. You can see the title of the story, children, here. Title of the lesson here. Yes. What's that? The torch. Okay, the torch. This story is written by which person? Who is the name of the author? Yeah, that also you can see here. Radha Pyari Sandhi. Yes. So, Radha Pyari Sandhi. So, you know the name of the story now. You know the name of the author. Now we will go on with the story. I will read it fast, children, so that we can manage our time easily. Okay. There once was an old scientist named Dr. Ganesha who loved to help people. One late summer evening, he made a discovery by accident. He found a way to turn anything into gold. I wish you keep the finger and follow the lines, children. The electricity went off and his torch was not working. Using a few materials lying here and there, he made a new type of battery. But instead, he left the torch. when he went to bed. It lay on his desk, shining on a pen stand. The next day, he found that the pen stand had turned into pure gold. Okay, so here we are talking about Dr. Ganesha, scientist Ganesha. So he loved to help people. It means he has very good helping nature. So one day what happened? He made a discovery, that is, when he was using the torch, he didn't off the torch and he forgot and left it there. By the next day when he found the focus, wherever the torch focus has fell, that thing has changed into gold. Okay, by this you should have understood something. Okay, we will discuss it later. Next, come to the next picture, children. Come to the next picture. Yes. What's next? What's there here? What's there in the next page? See, all the things are gold, right, in this picture? Okay, what happened? Let us see. Over the next few days, he tried the torch on other objects. He found that they turned into gold if the light from the torch shone on them for at least half a day. Dr. Ganesha was thrilled. Yes, this would be our keyword. Thrilled. What's up, your children? Thrilled. Okay, we will continue. He thought about all the good such an invention could do for humanity. He decided to help people as much as he could. Okay. So, he's such a good person, right? He's thinking about others. So he thought it takes half a day at least to make all the things into gold. So Dr. Ganesha was very much thrilled, very much excited. He thought about all the good such an invention could do for humanity. Yes, yes. So he thought I could help many people using this torch because it changes things into gold. Okay, children, we will move on to our next page. One day, when he went for a morning walk, he came across a woman sitting on the front steps of a small house, crying. Dr. Ganesha asked her, what was wrong? My dear lady, why are you crying? Swiftly, the woman looked up at him. It's been 6 months since I lost my job. I can no longer pay for my daughter's school uniforms and books. Even food is too expensive for us. Now she is very sick and I don't have the money for a doctor. What will I do? She started crying all over again. So let's discuss till here now, children. So what happened? When he was passing the next morning, he saw a woman crying. Yeah, he's very good person, right? So he felt very sad and he asked what happened. He wanted to know what happened. So she immediately replied, what did she say? She said, it's too expensive for my daughter to do medical treatment, to take her to a hospital, to take her to a doctor. Okay, as well as she didn't have food for so many days because she lost her job. So this is what she said and she started crying again and again. Yeah. Feeling sad for the woman, Dr. Ganesha placed his hand gently on her shoulder. There, things will get better. Don't you worry, he said, kind. Dr. Ganesha pulled something out of his pocket. It was a golden apple. Okay, so here's such a good person he is. Immediately seeing the woman crying and about the problem, so he thought he can help by giving a golden apple by using his torch. So he gave the golden apple to her. Here, take this, sell it, and take your daughter to the doctor. The woman's eyes opened wide when she saw the apple. Yeah, humans are humans, children. So what happened here? Immediately when seeing gold, her eyes are widely opened. She opened very brightly. Thank you, oh thank you so much. Where did you get this from? The woman asked. Dr. Ganesha told her about the accidental invention of the torch that turned things into gold. The woman said, "Thank you so much for your kindness. My name is Maya and I live in this small house with my daughter." Okay. So till here, I hope you understood. So she didn't take the help. Even though she took the help, what she is greedy about? See how much the woman is. She wanted to know from where the gold has come. And such a good person, no scientist Ganesha is. So he said, "I invented a torch by an accident, and it makes things into gold." So the woman also told, "Thank you so much," and her name is Maya, and she lives in a small house with her daughter. We will move on to the next page. The next day, Dr. Ganesha set out to visit children in an orphanage. On his shoulder hung a small bag, which held two gold items for the children. Along the way, he spotted Maya sitting on her friend's desk again crying. Yeah. What is the summary of this paragraph? Yeah. He has seen again the woman crying. That's it. Then what about the next paragraph? "What is it, Maya? Is your daughter not well?" he asked. "Oh, she's well, but her school is still too expensive," Maya cried. Seeing Maya's distress, Dr. Ganesha decided to give her the things he had in his bag. So here we got one another keyword, children. What's that? Distress, as well as expensive. Okay. So, what is the summary of this paragraph? What is the main point in this paragraph? He asked her, and she replied again, "My daughter's fees is very expensive, very costly." Okay. Then what happens automatically? I think now you got a guess. So Ganesha had felt bad again. So he immediately took the torch. He beamed the light. Beamed means he passed the torch light. Yes, beamed is a keyword. So he beamed the light and he changed into a large golden double and golden ball. See, such a good person. He gave so much of gold to her. Watching the scientist walk away, she thought to herself, "He's such a nice man, so generous. Maybe I can ask him for more." And so Maya became greedy. Yes, Maya became greedy. She thought good about him, but as well as she also became greedy. On each day after that, Maya wanted more gold for herself. Yes, we move on to our next page, children. You are right. Now, the battery held only some amount of power, so the torch could not work more than twice a day. This made Maya angry. She felt that Dr. Ganesha was too old and too slow to give her what she wanted. She decided to steal the torch from him and use it on her own. See, such a greedy woman she is, children. See, people become very soon greedy. So she thought to steal from him that and make the things for herself, so much gold things and get so much of money. Okay. Late one night, when Dr. Ganesha was asleep, Maya sneaked into his house and stole the torch. She reached home and turned it on. She made it shine on a plate. What did she do? She made it shine on a plate. The plate, of course, did not turn into gold because the light had to shine on it for at least half a day. Did you remember it? I told it in the beginning when I read the paragraph. Yes, he said to change the things into gold, he need to keep the torch light for minimum half a day. She doesn't know it, right? So she took the torch, immediately she on the torch and she put it on a plate. But it did not turn into gold. But Maya didn't know that. She tried again and again. The torch began to smoke from being switched on and off so much. Then its glass cracked and it no longer burned. Very bad. What happened, children? She doesn't know about it. That it only takes half day to change the things into gold. So she keep on switch on, switch on, switch on, switch on. But what happened when we do that? Keep on. The torch has spoiled. It has burned up and it has spoiled. Its glass has been broken. Finally, it stopped working. Good thing happened. Next, the last one. Maya cried as she realized the foolishness of being too greedy, too embarrassed and ashamed to face the scientist again. She shifted to a different city and never met him again. See? Maya realized, Maya thought, I did a bad thing, I did a wrong thing, I did a foolish thing. I became greedy, now I have spoiled it. So she changed, she did not meet him again, she left the city, she left and she did not meet the scientist again. The theft had left Dr. Ganesha deeply saddened. So Dr. Ganesha doesn't know who took the torch. Because someone else took, he doesn't know that the woman only took the torch. So he felt very sad. Oh my God, my torch has been lost. And he decided that he would never again invent a device that turned things into gold. Yeah, finally he decided that he shouldn't take the things, invent the thing which should change the things into gold. Such a sad. He became very, very sad. So this is what happened, children. This is the story. We'll come back to our board now. Okay. We will come back to our board. So what happened? What happened? Did you find this story as well as the thought story same? This thought story as well as the golden goose story same? Did you find anything same in this? Yes. Okay. We will try to think first, what is the beginning, middle and end of this story, the torch. Okay? And we have found so many keywords. 3. Distress, expensive, being. Yes. As well as embarrassed. Then, what is the beginning of this story? The torch. Now I'll go slow, children. No need to know. Beginning. What is the beginning of this story? The torch. Okay. We need to find only the important point. Which would be the important point to say the beginning of the story? Yes? Did you get it? Okay. Dr. Ganesha accidentally invented a torch which turns the things into gold. Which turns the things into gold. Once again, we will at the beginning. What happened at the beginning of the story? What is the most important thing at the beginning of the story? Was this. Dr. Ganesha accidentally invented a torch which turns the things into gold. So this is the main point to be remembered. Okay, children. Now, we will move to the middle of the story. Then what happened at the middle of the story? Do you have any guess? What happened at the Scientist, Dr. Ganesha, helped a woman. Helped a woman, but what happened? She stole the torch. Yeah, this was the middle of the story, children. Yes. If we talk about this point, middle, Dr. Ganesha helped a woman. Did he help a woman? Did he help a woman, children? Yes, he helped a woman. That all partner will come under a single point. He helped a woman. After helping the woman, what happened? Yeah, she stole the thoughts. Why? She became greedy. She thought, he's giving me so many things. So, she became greedy and she stole the torch. Then we need to find out one more thing, right? What is it? What is it? Do you know? Beginning, middle. What is left then? End. What is left? End. What is the end of the story then? What happened at the end? What is the most important thing to remember at the end of the story? Yes, I think you have guessed. Okay. What happened? The woman Maya, the woman became greedy and spoiled the torch, broke the torch. Finally, she left the city. Broke the torch. Okay, woman became greedy, broke the torch and left the city. Left the city. Who became sad? Dr. Ganesha was sad. This happened at the end of the story. Am I correct, children? She became greedy, broke the torch, and left the city. Dr. Ganesha was sad at last. So now you understood how we did for Golden Food story, beginning, middle, and end. In the same way we did for this also. Yes, we did for this also. So that we can only remember the important points. We can only discuss the important points. So now you understood what is the beginning of the story, what is the middle of the story, what is the end of the story. Sorry. So now shall we compare the stories? Shall we compare Golden Food story as well as the third story and what is same in these two stories and what are different in these two stories? We will try to see. Okay. Before that, we will discuss about these keywords. Okay. Before that, we will discuss about these keywords. So, thrilled. What does the word thrilled mean? I said excited. No, excited. Feeling excited. Okay. Oh, curious. Wow, it's really amazing. That's the meaning of excited. Thrilled. Distress. The word distress. You can just say a simple word. Distress means sad. What you can say? Sad. Okay. You know what is the meaning of sad. Next, expensive. Expensive is also we can say in a single word. Costly. Expensive is very much cost. It's costly. Okay. Then coming back to this. Beamed. Beamed. Beamed means what what, children? Smiled happily. Yes, it's given smiled happy. Okay. Then embarrassed. What is embarrassed? Yeah. It means, yes, what did the woman think? Oh my god, I want to get more and more bold. But finally she became fool. Yes? So it means she felt an embarrassing way. She did not feel good. Made someone look or feel foolish in front of other people. Yes, this was happened. Okay. So, and one more word was left, generous. What is the word generous means? Generous means very good, kind heart. He has a very good heart. Okay, children. So that is the meaning of generous. So shall we complete things now? Yes. Okay. This will be about goose, the golden goose. This will be about the torch. Okay. What are the main things in this? Old women, daughters, golden goose, yes, am I right? Goose. What else? What more is there in the story? Golden feathers. Yes. Now I can tell the story with this word. How? An old woman was there with her living with her daughters. There was a golden goose. Yes, there was a golden goose. It has golden feathers. Yes, it has golden feathers. Then what happened? This old woman, thought the golden goose thought to give the feathers to the daughters, the women and the daughters to help them. But unfortunately, the woman became greedy and she plucked all the feathers. At last, what happened? No use with that feathers. They turned into white. What about this one? Dr. Ganesha invented. Dr. Ganesha invented what? Torch. Yes, a woman was there with the name Maya. Maya. What happened again? What happened at the last? Green. Yes. So that is not in this. That is not coming to the same part. Okay. Now I can tell you these three also the story. There was a scientist with the name Dr. Ganesha. He invented a torch accidentally and he saw a woman crying, so he helped her. But the woman Maya became greedy and she broke the torch. She became greedy, she thought foolishly, and she destroyed the torch. This is what knows about these two stories. Then what is same in these two stories? Can you think something is same? Yes. I know you will understand. I know you are intelligent. So think. Let's think. What is same in these both stories? Yeah. Both are about gold. Both are about gold. There it is about golden feathers. Here it is about golden things. The thought changes into things into gold. Yes, that's what it's called. Gold. Okay. What more is same? The characters, the main characters, the golden goose and Ganesha are very generous, helping nature. Yes, they both are helpful, helping, helps everyone. Yes, that is also common. The golden goose thought to help. Dr. Ganesha also thought to help. What more you can see same? This is very easy question. Yes. They destroyed the golden feathers. Golden feathers are destroyed. Yes, you write the one word destroyed. Destroyed. So, then the golden feathers are destroyed. As well as here what is destroyed? The torch is destroyed. The torch is spoiled, broken. So, these are same in this whole story. One more thing is also same, children. What is that thing? Both the women became greedy. That is the most important thing. Both of them became greedy. Yes, both of them became very, very greedy. Okay, so I hope you understood the story, children. How did we compare now? Both the stories, how they are similar, how they are same. I think now you understood. Yes? Aradhya, did you understand? Yes. Do you understand it, Aradhya? Yes. Okay. Tafshi, did you understand it? Yes. Okay. So I don't think video is much clear to you, but still, if you listen to the video again, you can understand it, children. If you have any doubts, nothing to worry. You just try to understand reading the lesson once again. Okay. So we have compared. So in both the stories, at last the woman became greedy. By this, what did we understand? Foolishness leads to nothing. Destruction only, destroys things. Yes. What does it mean? Foolishness leads to greediness. Yes. If you think foolishly, it will take you to the greedy things. It will make you to think greedy. Yes. First you thought foolishly, then it became greedy. This is what happened in the story. Yes. By the story we understood, we shouldn't think foolishly and become greedy. Thinking about the things, becoming greedy makes us nothing. So don't become greedy, children. I want everyone to be happy with what we have. We should be happy with what we have. So this is our today's class. I hope you understood. If you have any doubts, just watch the video again. You'll be getting a worksheet related to this